Karma is a central word in the Eastern cultures, and is now becoming more and more popular in the Western world also. But why is this word so powerful, and got so much attention in the last period? The reason this word is so popular is simply because in the Western world, there is no word that would describe the same meaning. Mainly because of this reason, in the Western cultures, it was assimilated only partially. The main acceptance of the world currently in the Western world is not to perform negative actions, as this will have bad repercussions in the future for you. This interpretation, although true, is actually covering only a small portion of the acceptance that this word has in the Eastern cultures. Karma actually translates as action, but what it actually means is that any action that you perform is incorporated in your body and your future will be dictated and influenced by this action. If on the Western interpretation, we are under the impression that doing something now it is possible to have repercussion over us in the future or not, the Eastern interpretation say that the results of your action is absorbed on that moment by you, and you will always feel the repercussion of those actions, as they are already a part of you.
Karma means action. Action means my doing. So my life is my karma essentially means I am the maker of my life.
By accumulating karma, we are not actually referring only to physical actions that we are taking. Accumulating karma happens when we have an interaction with any person, when we do a specific action, when we speak with a person, when we think about other persons, and even when we think about ourselves. Karma will accumulate when you perform a physical action. It will happen when you think about something. It will happen when you will generate an emotion. Accumulating and transforming karma is an activity that takes place at each moment of our existence.
The word karma means action. As you sit here, there is physical action going on, there is mental action going on, emotional activity going on, energy activity going on in every one of us. Whether you're awake or asleep, 4 dimensions of karma are happening all the time.
If you ever question yourself and try to ask how you would behave in a specific situation, the answer is that you will act based on all your life experience and thoughts that you accumulated until that moment in time. Face to face with a challenge, you can react in a certain way in a moment of your life, and later, in a similar context, you will behave differently. This is because your karma always evolves and transforms and will always be a reflection of your experiences until the current moment in time.
It is there in your body, it is there in your energies, it is there in the way your chemical reactions happen, it is there in your brain, it is there in your mind, it is there in everything. In the very physical energy that you carry, there is memory, because you will see each person's energies behave differently from the other, simply because of the type of memory it carries.
So, each decision that you will take in life is the sum of all actions that you did in the world until that moment in time. The fact that everything that you accumulated will dictate your next steps is very important to be considered, in order to be more careful over what you are doing next. The fact that your mind will take a decision that can't be influenced in any other direction and it is only a repercussion of your past is a very important thing to understand.
Memory means an accumulated past. Memory means information. Memory means that which does not exist but acts out as if it does. Memories are more real than reality, isn't it so? Yes or no? See, I want you to understand, everything in your life is run by memory.
Gathering negative thoughts, being blocked in time or on older feelings is very detrimental, as this will transform you into a closed person that will be hard to evolve further and to transform. We need to be sure that our existence is a continuous transformation, a learning curve and an evolution. We need to be sure that we will never get blocked or imprisoned in a mindset that doesn't have any chance of evolving further. Doing bad actions against other people, either in the family, with friends, at work or in our community will always leave a bad mark on us and will transform our personality in a negative way. This negative transformation will then make us react not the way that we would like in the future. We think that a person that performs a felony and gets away with it is a happy person, but actually needing to keep it for himself will be a harder punishment even if he would be caught with it.
A cocoon of the past is holding you. It will not allow you to even move into the present. A cocoon of the past holds you, and you allow it to do this because it feels safe. It creates a cocoon. There is safety, but in safety, there is also imprisonment. You're really safe if we lock you up in a safe, isn't it? But the problem is you can't get out. That's the whole problem. Walls that you build as self-protection, they also become the walls of self-imprisonment. That is the nature of life. If you lock yourself from inside or outside, it's the same thing. As long as you do not open the door, whether somebody locked you from outside or you locked yourself from inside, there is no difference. Anyway, you're imprisoned, isn't it? At least somebody locked you from outside, you can at least complain and scream. You locked yourself from inside, you can only be depressed. You cannot even scream. At whom will you scream?
The biggest problem that we have is related to the fact that we consider that we are not the person that dictates our actions, and that we need to do things that we are forced to do, or to take actions that are imposed on us by society. The truth is that indeed we have some limitations in life, but between those limits, there are daily hundreds of smaller decisions that we take, and that although not visible at this moment in time, they can have a fundamental impact over our existence later on. We need to be sure that we are not interacting with our life in a mechanical way and that we are not just following the first thoughts that came to our mind.
If you take in a day, well below 1%. So when 99% of your actions are accidental or unconscious, you do one thing, you just drive here. Here the traffic is very slow, it's safe to try this experiment. 99% of the time, just close your eyes and simply sit like this. Once in a way, handle the steering. Let's see where you will be in 5 minutes. This is a disaster of human life. So you must understand this. This is the most profound dimension of Eastern cultures, that we told you your life is your karma. This means your life is your making. There is no manager sitting, I'm not talking about you guys. There's no manager sitting up there and managing you. Your life is your karma. The way you do it is the way it happens. There is no other way. Only because over 99% is happening unconsciously, it looks like some other force is manipulating you.
In order for our karma to be positive, we will need to have a positive attitude, positive thoughts and emotions, each time when we interact with any other person. We need to understand that anything that we do will become part of us, and in order to grow as a positive person, we need always to take the harder option. If we refuse to do something now, there is a very big chance that next time when we will be put in the same situation, we will refuse it also. So this has the chance to derail us from a path or to create us a problem that otherwise could have been avoided from the start. Be mindful in any action that you do, in any thought that you have, as that is what will dictate what kind of person you will become.
You must understand, karma is not like reward and punishment system. It is just residual memory within yourself. Everything, every thought, every emotion, every action, every moment that you do, in some way is recorded into this. This memory creates a tendency for you, because so much memory is gathered, naturally, it's like software, you're writing unconscious software every moment.
Your future you will be a reflection of the person that you are today, and of the actions that you will take. Try to take any decision in a way that you can guarantee yourself that in the future you would not have wanted to make that decision in a different way. Choosing the right path is always the harder option. But make sure that each time when you have the chance, you are always putting an additional brick to the person that you will be in the future.
To put it in modern terminology, you are building an unconscious software, so naturally it begins to function in a certain way. It doesn't matter what is the software, can you rewrite it? Of course you can. That is also your karma. So will you allow unconscious activity that you have performed to rule the nature and destiny of your life, or will you make sure it is the conscious activity that you perform which will rule the destiny of your life? This is something you have to decide.
Make sure that the person that you will become, it is always aligned with your vision about the future you. Make sure you will become a reflection of the person that you desire to be. This is easy to achieve if you take each action from your life in the direction that you should take it. Make sure you will not have any regrets and you will be able to say, I did everything that was in my power to become the person that I want to be.
Because karma means you're reminding yourself, everything that I'm doing and not doing is my fundamental responsibility. If you ask me, people have been asking, I have not articulated this till recently, but some people have been asking me, so I'm these days talking to them and I'm saying, what is the mission? They ask me. I say, the mission is just this, religion to responsibility. You think it is there, no, it's here. This is what karma means, that you understand you are the source of your…
Life is evolution, and our purpose in life is to transform ourselves, to the best form possible.